Dion, get on the ground. Take him.
Hey adrenaline junkies, welcome to Police Chase. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops, where every dumb move instantly triggers justice mode. Alright, let's dive in. Benton City, Arkansas. Benton police received a call reporting a burglary at Walmart, but the suspect fled in a dark blue Honda Civic. Officers quickly located the vehicle, and a chase ensued, starting from a parking lot onto Interstate 30 with the involvement of Arkansas State Police. The suspect drove recklessly at high speed, swerving through traffic and endangering others. On the highway, officers performed a pit maneuver, causing the Civic to lose control and crash into a concrete median with smoke and flames erupting from the engine.
Get your fucking hands up! Hands up, both of you now! Hands out the wheel! Hands out the window! Hands out the window! Passenger, hands up! I got him.
Officers quickly surrounded the burning vehicle, pulled the red-haired driver out, and apprehended her. The coordination between local and state police, ASP, was seamless in cornering and stopping the vehicle. The use of pit maneuver on the highway was a risky but necessary decision to stop a driver who was posing a significant danger to the community.
Come on.
Fire extinguishers were used to extinguish the flames before they spread. Despite claiming the stolen items were hers, she was charged with fleeing the scene, a far more serious offense than the initial theft.
It's Green Meadow, we're turning on at Driftwood.
Kalamazoo, Michigan. On January 6, 2025, KDPS officers located a stolen 2007 Mercury Milan near Drake Road and West Michigan Avenue and initiated a traffic stop around 1:40 p.m.
Okay, looks like you crashed out.
Here, crashed out.
Driftwood. Made his way back down. Driftwood, Westview, I think it is.
The driver bolted, sparking a short pursuit through nearby neighborhoods. On icy roads, the car clipped a mailbox and trash can before slamming into a light pole on Arboretum Parkway. The 14-year-old suspect fled, but was swiftly caught. He sustained minor injuries, was treated at a hospital, then taken to the Kalamazoo County Juvenile Home.
What's that? Yeah, he crashed out pretty hard. Okay. Yeah, we're good.
On August 19th, 2024, around 1:45 p.m., a Clayton County Sheriff's deputy received information about a black Dodge Scat Pack with a fake Texas temporary tag that had previously fled from South Fulton police. The deputy located the vehicle on Bethsaida Road, and as soon as he turned to verify the tag, the driver immediately sped away.
Alright, I pitted it, we boxed it in, he got out. The back tire's done for. We're chasing it 138 towards Union City. Come up on hold down, I'm about to pit again.
Okay, we're going west on 138. I'm going 138.
The suspect fled along Highway 314, driving recklessly, passing cars on double yellow lines and exceeding 100 miles per hour.
138.
After the chase continued on to Highway 138, and Old National Highway deputies used to pit maneuvers, with the second forcing the vehicle into a ditch. The driver, later identified as Marquez Milner, fled into nearby woods, but deputies pursued him through thick brush and captured him after a brief struggle. A search of the vehicle revealed a strong odor of marijuana and a black Glock handgun. Further inspection showed the vehicle's VIN had been altered, and the car was confirmed stolen from Georgia Tech police. Milner was taken to Southern Regional Hospital for clearance before being booked into the Clayton County Jail.
Tase him! Tase him! Tase him! White male, we got him, we got him. Put the fucking hands on his back! Alright, we need units. We need units. This ain't South Fulton! I know.
Click over to the next video and see how quickly things can spiral out of control. Appreciate you being here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Alright, bro. I just wanted to go home to my son, bro.
In a dramatic high-speed pursuit in Tarrant, Arkansas, state troopers and local police tracked a stolen vehicle first spotted near Garland and Jefferson Avenues. The suspect raced east on Interstate 30, reaching about 95 miles per hour before losing control while passing another car, overturning onto its roof.
The wreck out right here. Looks like, yeah. Got the wrecking out in the median. Roll over, roll over.
The 17-year-old driver was arrested, treated for minor injuries, and taken to juvenile detention, now facing theft and fleeing charges with bond revoked. On July 11th, 2022, Corporal Tyler Van Schoik of the Arkansas State Police was moving into position to take over a chase. Ahead of him, a gray SUV carrying two suspects had fled from Little Rock police, heading south on Highway 367. The warrant had been given to end the chase as quickly as possible, but cautiously.
Wall Street, South Alabama, flag, speed 70 miles an hour. 49, 10 miles. traffic light medium speed 70.
The chase continued into rural roads, stalling for time but not much. Ahead lay a more populated stretch of road with grocery stores, banks, even a daycare center. Continuing the chase would be far more risky. Van Schoik waited, observed, then saw an opportunity.
Southbound Rock Street, southbound bar, speed say 80 miles an hour.
With the road straight and the space clear, he pulled in and executed a precise pit that sent the SUV veering off course, crashing into a utility pole, sending dust flying.
One bell, hit a death, another bell, southbound Arch.
Let me see your hand! Hands out the fucking window! Stand away from me! Face away from motherfucker! Stand back to my boys!
A few moments later, it was over. Both suspects were arrested and faced multiple criminal charges, ending a chase that nearly turned out to be much worse.
Portland.
On February 28, 2025, at 12:39 p.m., Atlanta police responded to a vehicle break-in at 96 Lakeview Drive Northeast, where suspects reportedly pointed firearms at a victim. A citywide BOLO was quickly issued.
We're still rolling. We'll be in pursuit 20 eastbound. 50-1, I copy. What a traffic look like? Traffic medium, speeds right now 71, 16 setting up for a pit. No good, still 20 eastbound, speeds are over 90. Medium traffic. Pit. Pit.
At 2:42 p.m., ACE unit officers located the suspect vehicle on I-20 eastbound. The suspects refused to stop, prompting a pursuit that ended after two PIT maneuvers. Several firearms were thrown from the vehicle and later recovered, including one reported stolen.
They're throwing guns out. Box them, watch up, guys.
DSP got the dog.
5 suspects were detained. Driver Elijah Boyd was charged with fleeing and eluding, while others faced firearm and warrant-related charges.
Grab that gun on the left side.
0-1, I copy 50-16. You got business with you as well to help out?
I can't see anybody else.
We got a team effort. We got Fulton County engines.
On October 3rd, 2023, Team A responded to multiple 911 calls reporting a man dangerously operating a four-wheeler ATV on eastbound Interstate 30. Officers quickly located the vehicle near Bishop Lindsay, where the suspect, later identified as Curtis Jackson, refused to stop and fled at high speed. Jackson swerved onto the I-40 ramp, reaching over 60 miles per hour and weaving recklessly through traffic, endangering other drivers. Officer Little joined the pursuit, attempting to block the ATV.
Black male wearing black jacket, blue shirt.
Around here, 276.
His back tire just came off.
As the chase neared a residential area, the ATV lost a rear wheel, but Jackson continued fleeing despite the damage, kicking up dust and maintaining high speed. At the 3-mile mark, an officer executed a tactical maneuver, forcing the ATV to stop. Jackson was subdued with the help of Officers Little and Smith.
Sherwood, KJ
We're still rolling.
Still north approaching Wildwood.
67 north approaching Wildwood.
Speed 60.
Go ahead, get right here.
He smelled of alcohol, had bloodshot eyes, and registered a 0.13 BAC. He falsely identified himself as James Jackson, but fingerprints revealed his real identity as Curtis Jackson, born May 29, 1963. The Polaris 700 ATV was towed, and Jackson was taken to Pulaski County Jail. He now faces charges including felony fleeing, DUI, speeding, driving with a suspended license, and multiple other offenses.
Don't fall off the bridge!
On May 24, 2026, in Camden, Arkansas, an Arkansas State Police trooper attempted to stop a Toyota Highlander for a traffic violation. Instead of pulling over, 28-year-old Tyrese Fletcher sped away, triggering a dangerous pursuit. Unbeknownst to the trooper, 4 young children were inside the SUV. As the chase left the city limits, Fletcher pushed speeds beyond 100 miles per hour, past multiple vehicles, and repeatedly crossed into oncoming traffic. Troopers attempted 2 tactical vehicle intervention maneuvers, but both were unsuccessful as the suspect continued to flee.
South on 47, speeding 0.
After a lengthy pursuit, Fletcher lost control while negotiating a curve. The SUV left the roadway, tore through a yard, struck a utility pole, and rolled over. During the crash, a 4-month-old infant who was not restrained was ejected from the vehicle. Troopers immediately rushed to the wreckage and safely rescued the infant along with 3 other children, all under the age of 6, from a vehicle resting dangerously close to live power lines.
Do not come out. You see them power lines? If it touches the car, it's going to kill you. Hey, sweetie. You see Trooper Harper? Go right to him. Hands on top of the car. Yes.
All 4 children were transported to the hospital and treated for minor injuries. Fletcher was taken into custody, and troopers later discovered a defaced firearm and marijuana inside the SUV. He now faces numerous charges, including felony fleeing, firearm offenses, drug charges, and multiple counts related to endangering the children in his care. Was avoiding a traffic stop ever worth putting 4 young children in that kind of danger?
The medic's gonna come check on you in just a second. We'll go from there, okay? No more beating on it.
On May 11th, 2023, Atlanta police undercover units and the aviation unit tracked a stolen purple Dodge Challenger near H.E. Homes and Log Haven Drive. The vehicle had earlier fled from TFC George. After I made visual contact on Collier Road, I activated my lights and siren. The driver refused to stop and sped through multiple streets, running stop signs and red lights while driving into oncoming lanes and endangering the public. On Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, the reckless driving continued at high speed. The Dodge struck a raised median and spun out, but tried to flee again. I made contact with the vehicle, forcing it off the road.
Alright, crossing over the interstate, still westbound on MLK. Almost 1050, sideways east.
ACIC raising 5021.
Vehicle lost a tire pit maneuver.
The driver, Jarius Simpson, and passenger Cameron Mathis fled on foot but were quickly arrested.
Into the wood line. He's going to be behind.
On October 3rd, 2023, Team A responded to multiple 911 calls reporting a man dangerously operating a four-wheeler ATV on eastbound Interstate 30. Officers quickly located the vehicle near Bishop Lindsay, where the suspect, later identified as Curtis Jackson, refused to stop and fled at high speed. Jackson swerved onto the I-40 ramp, reaching over 60 miles per hour and weaving recklessly through traffic, endangering other drivers. Officer Little joined the pursuit, attempting to block the ATV.
Black male wearing a black jacket, blue shirt.
Come in, around here, 278.
His back tire just came off.
As the chase neared a residential area, the ATV lost a rear wheel, but Jackson continued fleeing despite the damage, kicking up dust and maintaining high speed. At the 3-mile mark, an officer executed a tactical maneuver, forcing the ATV to stop. Jackson was subdued with the help of Officers Little and Smith.
We're still rolling.
Still north approaching Wildwood.
Still north approaching Wildwood.
Speed 60.
Go ahead, get right here.
He smelled of alcohol, had bloodshot eyes, and registered a 0.13 BAC. He falsely identified himself as James Jackson, but fingerprints revealed his real identity as Curtis Jackson, born May 29, 1963. The Polaris 700 ATV was towed, and Jackson was taken to Pulaski County Jail. He now faces charges including felony fleeing, DUI, speeding, driving with a suspended license, and multiple other offenses.
Don't fall off the bridge!
On November 23, 2025, Arkansas State Police assisted North Little Rock PD in a high-speed pursuit of a white Chrysler 300 with stolen plates.
White Chrysler 300.
The chase reached Interstate 40, where the vehicle sped west at nearly 120 miles per hour before troopers took over as traffic cleared.
Successful TBI. Hit the wall.
A successful TBI sent the car into a concrete wall. The driver fled into brush but was captured while the passenger surrendered.
We're in all black. He's up there.
Three firearms were recovered, and the vehicle linked to a Little Rock homicide was seized and turned over to North Little Rock Police. On January 20th, 2020 in Bullitt County, Georgia, just after the MLK Jr. parade, 27-year-old Terrence Johnson sparked a high-speed chase through town in a white sedan with suspended tags.
Still going, Bullet, still going.
Let GSC take it.
Tempo.
Alright, Bullet, GSC has lead now.
Instead of stopping, he sped off, endangering his passengers and neighbors as he tore through a residential area, even cutting across front yards.
What's your location?
Run it back.
Stop, Murray! You better stop! Right now, try to get you! K-9's gonna get you!
The chase ended when Johnson fled on foot and hid under a house, but a K-9 tracked him down. He was arrested and charged with felony fleeing and reckless driving.
Get out of there! Get your hand! Come on! Get out of there! Get out of there! Come on! Get your ass out of there! Get on the fucking ground!
Ohio, October 18th, 2024. On a quiet stretch of highway in County, Ohio, a Ford Flex tore past troopers at 90 miles per hour in a 60 zone without a rear plate. When the Ohio State Patrol tried to pull it over, the driver hit the gas, rocketing to over 100 miles per hour and triggering a dangerous high-speed chase.
He's going off into the grass area here. Just west of the 81. He's off on the right side in the construction zone just east. Going into the crane area here. He's outside of traffic.
Knowing he couldn't outrun the law, the driver suddenly braked hard, jumped out, and bolted on foot. Troopers wasted no time. One deployed a taser, bringing the suspect down swiftly and without injury.
Stay on the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! Do not move, do you understand? Keep your hands behind your back, I will re-engage, do you understand? Interlock your fingers! Do not move, do you understand?
The man was identified as Davon Jackson. Inside the vehicle, troopers found ammunition. With no license plate and armed gear, Jackson's decision to flee only dug him deeper. What began as a speeding violation ended with serious legal consequences.
You have the right to remain silent and take him against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present with during questioning, so does...
While patrolling on Highway 67 near County Road 53 in Miller County, Arkansas, State Trooper Tyler Gentry stopped a gray Chevrolet Cavalier for following too closely and displaying an expired license plate.
Trooper, get your actors all state, please. The reason I stopped you, you're following a little too close behind that truck back there. Oh.
The driver identified himself as Jerry Brexton, but a fingerprint scan confirmed he was actually Jerry W. Beard Jr., who was currently on parole. When ordered out of the vehicle, Beard immediately fled, initiating a high-speed pursuit.
Sorry, step out of the vehicle.
No!
Oh, 1037.
During the chase, Beard drove recklessly, weaving between lanes and swerving toward other vehicles, creating significant danger for other motorists on the roadway. Multiple officers joined the pursuit, closely monitoring his erratic movements while coordinating efforts to bring the situation under control. Traffic conditions and public safety were continuously assessed to minimize risk during the pursuit. Law enforcement deployed spike strips and later executed a tactical vehicle intervention, forcing the Cavalier to a stop. Beard was quickly restrained without further incident and transported to the Miller County Jail.
Walk with me. Yeah, he's sorry now. Walk with me. Come on. I need to double up. I will.
He now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing from law enforcement and parole violation, with bonds set at $10,000. The swift and coordinated response ensured the safety of both officers and the public. Around 12:30 p.m., Sergeant Joshua Pratt spotted the stolen SUV at the Mountain Laurel apartment complex. Shoemaker Gonzalez fled, got stuck against a guardrail, and ran on foot, only to circle back and steal Sergeant Pratt's unattended cruiser.
Breathe, stop! Oh, I'm gonna... Get out the park! Get out the park! Get out the cop car! Get out the cop car! Breathe!
Officers ordered him to stop, but he ignored commands and accelerated. Officer Seth Petzing fired 4 rounds, striking him in the hand and legs as he drove past. Shoemaker Gonzalez narrowly missed a school bus, hit a building, and drove 2.5 more miles before crashing into a diner. Tests revealed alcohol, cocaine metabolite, oxycodone, and PCP in his system. Recently released from jail, he told investigators he didn't remember most of the day and intended to sue police. Cody Davis was found guilty on 6 charges tied to a violent high-speed chase on Ryan Street on April 10th. Prosecutors relied heavily on police dashcam video showing reckless driving, collisions, and a stolen gun tossed during the pursuit.
Hold on, Ryan. I think it was 252.
All right, get off there for a minute. She's got a 52.
Davis testified in his own defense, claiming brake failure, but prosecutors called his story false and contradicted by video and recorded jail calls. They described his testimony as misleading and damaging to his case.
Cars, northbound.
Drive!
The chase ended in a dramatic crash with no fatalities. The jury convicted Davis on all counts, and he now awaits sentencing and enhanced penalties as a habitual offender.
For the Acadian area.
Okay, well, they're not all three. If anybody can advise on it, the other one.
Fleeing across state lines might sound like something out of a video game, but for the driver of a Chevrolet Malibu, it quickly became a costly real-life mistake. The chase began on Interstate 10 in Escambia County, Florida, after the Alabama Highway Patrol alerted Florida authorities about a speeding car crossing state borders. The driver likely thought changing states would shake law enforcement, but they were wrong. As the pursuit escalated, officers skillfully executed a flawless pit maneuver, forcing the vehicle to a screeching halt. A perfect pitch is like landing a striking bowling, except this time it's the suspect's pride that hits the pavement.
Pretty proud of myself. That was the most fun I've ever fucking had.
Fortunately, no one was injured during the chase, and the driver was swiftly taken into custody. Now facing charges for fleeing and eluding in both Alabama and Florida, along with multiple traffic violations, this incident serves as a clear warning. Mixing reckless behavior with overconfidence and adrenaline rarely ends well.